So this shoe is what I'm going to say is next in line. It's the next big thing. It is the next logical step. This is the Nike VaporMax. So let's take a very close look at the shoe. So I want to give you guys all the details that I possibly can on the shoe because I think this is going to be a very big deal. So with that being said, let's hop into the box. First up, you see just a regular white box. Actually, it's not even a regular white box. This one is a very kind of special box. Has an iridescent swoosh there, has VaporMax right there, and then it has VaporMax on this side as well. This box is a little beat up, but don't worry about that. Inside, you have the white VaporMax paper and has VaporMax on it, and there you go, the pure platinum colorway of the VaporMax. Check that out. This is what I would consider to be a very, very beautiful shoe. So let's take this one out, take the other one out, and let's talk about these. So this is the Nike VaporMax. As you can see, it has two of Nike's latest technologies. I shouldn't say latest. Flyknit is not necessarily a new technology, but it's new under the Nike umbrella. The shoe has a full Flyknit upper, but it's not just Flyknit. If you look really close, you can see that they actually have reinforcements that start like right here where they have a break in the midsole, and there's like a fuse or protective layer that scales up across the midsole, the midsection of the shoe to the heel and continues around to the other side and again down at the toe. And then they have additional reinforcements here at the toe. Now, my thought behind that is the reason that they have that is because this shoe doesn't really have a midsole, so to speak. It has a midsole, but it's very, very, very thin. And they actually use that as some reinforcement to help with the Flyknit on the upper because there's nothing to kind of help the Flyknit keep its shape and help the Flyknit keep its structure. And so they need that. So throw this stuff away out of here. Now there's also Fly wire in the shoes. They have white in this particular colorway, but they have a bunch of different colorways as well, and those also have different color fly wire strands. And then obviously the Nike swoosh. The Nike swoosh is reinforced as well, so it's almost like an application on top of the Flyknit. Nike, I imagine they needed something to give the shoe some shape and to give it a bit of reinforcement. And then on the inside, we have just a regular insole. I don't think this is lunar or anything like that. It feels just like regular foam. But then you can also see the stitching and how I was saying that there's not really any midsole. Like the midsole is really just a really thin layer of, looks like a layer of foam or leather. Foam actually, it looks like foam in this case. And then again on the heel, you see they have some additional reinforcement. It looks like some fabric there to help reinforce the heel and a little bit of something else under there as well to help give that heel cup some shape. As most of you know that play basketball, the heel cup is really what cups your heel, and that's really what gives you the support you need for your ankle. So if you do plan to run in these, just know that there is some ankle support here via the heel cup. Now for the rest of the shoe, it's just all Flyknit. There's no backing or anything like that. So you're getting the true Flyknit experience through the VaporMax. There's nothing else to help the model hold shape outside of the fuse that's on the outside. But this is what VaporMax looks like. So as you've seen Air Max in the years before, maybe it was peeking out on the side of the midsole, or it was buried inside of the midsole. But this is one of the very few times that you will see Air Max just fully exposed and out for everyone to see, yourself included. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of bubbles, and it looks like they're all different layers. There's a thicker layer here in the back that supports your heel. There's a midfoot section. There's port around the ball of your foot, and then there's a little tiny section right here at the toe as well, which should give some support to the toe off. Something that's really reassuring is there's rubber here. Actually, there's actually rubber that they've added on top of the air balls to give you the air ball. Should I call them air balls? Airbags. Airbags is probably more appropriate. Yeah, there's rubber on top of the airbags that gives some support, obviously some traction for you when you're running. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think this is a performance running shoe. If you're running a marathon, I'm not sure that the VaporMax is the shoe that you want to run in. If you're just running a couple miles on the weekend or during the week, you're going to do 1, 2, maybe 3 miles, then this might work. But anything beyond that, I'm not sure that this is going to be the kind of shoe that you want to wear. I would treat this more as something that I would rock just casually, and then if I decided to go for a run, it's okay to run in these, but I just don't know that I'm gonna do miles in these. I personally would not run more than 3 miles in something in this shoe, but that's just me. Now, it has VaporMax here on the heel as a little hint to the name, and then it actually has Air Max here on the outsole. Has a small collar here. I don't know if you guys wore Nike Free from like 4 years ago, where they had that collar, and it's not elastic where it's going to snap around your ankle, but there is a little bit of elastic there just to kind of give you some form and to help shape around your ankle, but not like hold your ankle like they did with the Nike Free. I just wanted to give you guys a look at this. I'm honestly very excited, as you can tell by the way that I'm doing this unboxing, about this shoe. I think it is going to be a very big deal, and I think Nike did right by this shoe. So if you're interested in these, look for these to release very soon. Again, a big shout out to Finish Line for sending these over. Yeah, I'm excited.